Hey guys, today I'm going to be playing through the story mode for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Now, I know that I definitely am going to start by basically just having the format of like one story chapter per episode. However, as I progress, that format might change a little bit just because I'm not sure how much of the optional non-story side content I will want to show. But right now I'm thinking we're probably looking at something like a 20-part series, just because I know that there's 20 story missions. He's like, I'm awake, what the heck's going on? He's like, shit, I overslept, we're in the third act.
Protect everyone.
Gotta go back. Anytime now, buddy. Woohoo! He's through! Uh-oh. Some Calamity got through. Yeah, and seeing like there's on each Divine Beast they have 2 of each champion. So like they were definitely subtle about it, but even in this opening cutscene, they very much so did imply and hint at that plot twist that like ends Act 2 and starts Act 3. Alright. So now, it's like, he came out in the past, of course, now, just like, but he can't talk or anything, so it still might be a little hard for him to communicate what needs to be. Sup, Rome?
Listen well, soldiers of Hyrule. In our long history, we have scarcely faced a threat of this magnitude. The years have passed quickly since Calamity gathered requirements on the sun. Yes, we have unearthed the Divine Beasts and filled volumes with our knowledge of ancient relics.
Cool.
But a barricade of...
Like, it's weird, because, like, finding the Divine Beasts and the Guardians was something that was not shown in Breath of the Wild. It's a little weird that they glossed over it in this too. But it's also true that, like, it's not something that we really need to see. And also in addition to that, ultimately it's just like, oh, there's some weird shit in this mountain. Let's dig into this mountain. And there's not really a way to do that with gameplay that would be interesting, so it's not really a big deal. It just makes it so that the actual explanation of what the Divine Beasts are is still a little vague. Like yeah, sure, like we know that they're Sheikah technology. We know that they're Sheikah technology, and that they were built by the Sheikah because they needed a way to combat the Calamity. But we still don't know, like, how or why is the current technology of Hyrule worse than the ancient Sheikah technology? And also, how and why were they buried and sealed away and not used like hundreds or thousands of years even before this? Alright, we've got bitch-ass bokoblins to kill. It's funny because like when I'm going slow, it's like how do I run? Like, do I click a stick? Do I hit B? But no, it's like the way you run is just by continuously holding the direction without releasing it or hitting an attack button, because then it's like, oh, I guess you want to move faster, so then you go faster. Alright, we gotta beat the shit out of a moblin. All these little guys are just bokoblins. They're not really a threat. I do still want to kill kind of a lot of them, just because, like, you need bokoblin parts for a lot of upgrades, and also in addition to that, I do need the EXP, because otherwise I will be over-leveled. I will be under-leveled. Now, obviously, any grinding that I need to do will be done off-screen. I feel like that the only way that I would show a grind mission is if it was one that was more like, for example, I'll probably show the side missions that for, like, Maz Koshia and the Great Fairy, for example. Oh, I hit A. That's not what I wanted to do. It's one of those things where it's just like, that's very much so a force of habit. It's like, oh yeah, there's a chest, let's hit A to open it. But no, Y, which is the light attack button, is how you open shit. So it's literally just like, light attacking near a chest is how you open it. Which does mean that for the most part, you'll just automatically open chests while kicking ass. Capture 3 outposts, will do. Dun 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 dun. Alright, let's kick this outpost's ass. I got a level up, nice. Oh yeah, well, I'm thinking about it. Just because. So you can see the map, you can see, yeah, you can't see. Man, the hearts are just so far. The hearts are just so far in the left corner, and they're so small that, like, yeah, see, because it's like, because they're in the hardest part of the screen to show. Because at this point now, it's like, you can see the health bar for the outpost. And that also means that when there's bosses, you'll be able to see the health bar for the boss. And you can see my level. And I think you can see my KOs, but you just can't see my health, which is unfortunate. But as you just saw, if I zoom out anymore, it's one of those things where, like, having the hearts cut off, having the hearts in the corner cut off is better than having, like, 25% of the screen be the white wall under the TV. He's dead! Oh, the blue... Also, in addition to that, like, the fact that the butterflies are blue is not random, because it's a pretty... blue butterflies are associated with time travel and parallel timelines, and it's normal. It's normal for blue butterflies to show up and to be present when in time travel stories as a way of signifying a new timeline. Like I'm not. It's one of those things. Like, I'm not really sure why, but I'm like I don't know why blue butterflies are connected to time travel. I just know that they are, and that I know I've seen it in a lot of time travel stories. But the only other one, the only one that specifically comes to mind off the top of my head is no, two, because both in Steins Gate and in Life is Strange, when they use the blue butterflies and then I guess this as well. And I'm sure that there are lots of other examples that I either am forgetting or from something I haven't played. Yep, now we still need to capture 2 more outposts. Boo! 300 KOs. Dun 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 dun. Blow 'em the hell! Woo! Bum 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 bum. 8 raw bird drumsticks. Okay. Cold as ice. It's like the fact that you can just have the ice pop up anywhere is a little weird, but it's also true that if you had to be on water, then either they would have had to design the game so that every level had significant water, or it would have been like, and Cryonis is almost or completely useless. Ooh! Capture that outpost. There we go. Throw the bomb. And now we can work on his stun gauge. Yeah, well, that almost did the entire thing. Yep. Weak point smash! Whoosh! Level up to 3. Good shit. See, and that's just it, because, like, if memory serves, the second mission of the story mode has a recommended level of 3, but with this level, it's like, if you're like, okay, we're just gonna be like, we're gonna kill the moblin, then we're gonna capture the outposts, and then we're gonna kill the moblin, you will be like level 3, level 4, something like that, so you'll be on par going into the next level. But there's also enough enemies here that if you wanted to, you could easily hit like level 6 or 7 and be like, cool, I can do like... And because missions 3, 4, 5, and 6 are getting the champions that are like 5, 5, 6, 6, it's pretty easy to play this level once and just be like, because I killed all the enemies, I'm level 7, and therefore I'm ready to... Like, and then be like, yeah, I don't need the grind until, like, we get to the Korok Forest mission or whatever. And it's crazy, like, I know that, like, so, defeating hordes of enemies in this game really is as simple as you mash the Y button for light attacks. Basically, you mash the Y button for light attacks, and then whenever it tells you to press X, you press X, and whenever they show you a a bomb or ice logo, you hit R and then hit Y or A. Like, it is pretty simple. However, not only is it going to become more complicated as we progress farther in the game, but also, it still is fun and satisfying despite the simplicity. And yeah, I know that I can switch to Impa now, which, yeah, you can see, cool, you can see the playable characters on the left. But I don't really, like, Impa's one of those characters where, like, I know that she's good, but I just don't really like playing as her. Just, it's hard to fully explain why, but for whatever reason, I'm not very good at playing Impa in this, and when I do play her, I don't have fun. And she just doesn't do very much damage compared to Link and a lot of the other characters. Boosh! Come on, lizard boys. Lizalfo scum! We've captured the command post. Command post? It's not Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's an outpost. Get out of here. Come on, lizard boys. Boosh! There we go. Ow, that's very rude. Get out of here, you lizards. A troop of moblins has appeared, eh? Alright, we'll kick their asses. Moblins have appeared. Defeat the moblins. Cool. And they're right by the one outpost that we didn't have to clear for the mission. Alright, let's go, Link. I could give Impa orders, but I'm closer to the objective than her, so... Why? More lizards, they everywhere. But it makes sense that they would want the first level to have a lot of enemies, because it's one of those things where, like, even though it's low stakes because it's mission 1, they would want it to feel large scale because, like, 1 versus 1,000 is, like, the name of the game. Alright, you moblin bastards. Be gone! Oh, that didn't even kill him. I totally just assumed that that killed him, but it didn't. But that makes sense, because, like, my sword is weak because, you know, mission 1. Hey, you. I do want to clear this base, because I think that once the moblins are done, it ends the level. And that therefore, if I kill them, then that's no base. Get out of here, you bokoblin bastards. Woo! Bum 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 bum. 700. Nice. We're doing good. Weak point smash. Woo! Alright. Yeah, and of course, because I did that, Impa's here now. Which is cool, I suppose. Alright, cleave him. Woo! Don't run into the ice, buddy. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna get hurt. Yeah, because like in order to do the weak point smash, you have to like stagger the enemies, right? However, to stagger them, you either have to wait for them to do an attack and then hit them with whatever rune it prompts you with. However, hitting them in the head will also always do them. So because of that, like you could be like, because with Link, like so it's something like YYX or YX or something like that. Like it's like a couple Y's and then a couple X's will take Link into the air. So that makes it easy to hit him in the face and do damage that way. And then there's also, of course, the fact that both Link's bombs and Link's arrows can be aimed enough that hitting them in the face with those is pretty easy. No, there's plenty of ways to explain it.
And a mysterious tower. I hate to say it, but we have little hope of figuring this out on our own.
Hey, what are you?
Zip zoo!
No, stop right there.
He's like, I'm gonna find my mommy, and I will rub her shoulders.
Each of you has served your kingdom admirably. Huh.
It's funny because like the entire time that I was playing this for the first time when it came out like 3 months ago,
I'm glad you're
like the entire time I was making like
Your Highness.
basically
I've
like
received the Sheikah slate from Paula.
ship jokes with Tariko and Zelda of like Tariko's like, here comes Tariko to steal Link's girl.
What is that?
But then obviously later in the game they reveal that like technically Zelda is Tariko's mom. So then it's like, oh, now it's like the fact that during like the 100 hours of me playing the game not knowing that oh well. And now I'm not sure how I want to play. But you know what, jokes are jokes, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Impa proposed recruiting Pura and Robbie.
Pura and Robbie. It's so weird that it's not Pyrrha.
To study the Guardian.
Like I know that it's spelled differently than the normal standing for Pyrrha, but it still is like that seems like Pyrrha to me. Bum bum. Cool. So I want to see what side shit we have. Yeah. So before I end it, I do want to see just like what optional shit I have access to. Because if I have like access to something that's real, to like a real short side mission, I might just play that. Training sword for my save data. Yep. So let's see, recommended level 3, and we're 5 and 2. Yeah, because what's cool is that like whenever you complete a mission, every character that was involved gets experience for being in the mission. And therefore, even though I didn't play as Impa at all, she did level up from 1 to 2 just because she was part of the mission. A bonus heart for Impa? Okay.
New power, new hope.
It looks like that, it's one of those things where, like, it makes sense just because, like, if the game was going to be on some shit where it was like, alright, you beat Hyrule Field at level 1, and then you unlock a level 2 mission that's like, Link, sword training. Then this second story mission would probably be like more like 4 or 5. Like, it makes sense. It's like, yeah, the only reason why it's only 2 levels is because there's literally nothing between the 2. And that makes sense. And also, like, there's enough tutorial shit in the Battle of Hyrule Field that in a lot of ways, that is, like, Link sword training. And I'm not even allowed to do anything to upgrade my weapons or anything yet. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. That's what I want to check. Because this sword only has 11 power. Which means that right now, for the time being, this 18 power sword is my best bet. What's also awesome is that what's probably going to happen is, because like for example, an 18 power sword with a 10% chance to automatically block, like that's better than a 17 power sword that makes apples more common, and it's better than like 13 with no effect or etc. So I'm probably just gonna pimp the hell out of this sword, and then when I get the Master Sword, I'll like sacrifice this to level up the Master Sword and give the automatic guard chance to the Master Sword. So anyway, thank you very much for watching part 1. Hope you enjoyed, and next time we will be back for Road to the Ancient Lab.